Greetings everyone, this is Alt Lexington on Thursday the 25th of July around 10 AM. And look where I am. I'm at Risa. And I'm on vacation, so I'm not in my uniform. And let's try and attempt to make a Risa video, shall we? I think I'll start off with Accolades. I haven't found them all, but I can show you where some of them are. We'll start with the tropical birds, shall we? I'm not actually going to collect the accolades myself because I've already got them, but I can show you where all the birds are. And to get the accolade, all you need to do is approach the bird and take a look at the view. And it will just play a quick cutscene like that on each bird. There's 10 birds all in all, I think. And that's the easiest one to find because it's right here. Now, let's go around the island and I'll show you where all the others are. The next one. The accolade you get from doing this is called, I think it's either the big year or a big year. But the next bird would be here, just around the side of the island here, in the shaded bit. Let's keep going, see if I can find the other ones. I know there's one on one of these islands or near it. I don't think it's this one, so we keep going. Try the next one. And see if there's a bird here. I don't think it's on this one either. No, but there is one just down this channel here. Because we come around the island. There it is. You can click on the view for that one. I'm not going to because I've already got the accolades. And we just keep going around the island. And there's another one. That's the fourth one. And we keep going around the island. I'm using one of the new floaters, the Impulse floater. That's how I'm able to fly around a bit quickly. There's the fifth one. The sixth one is I believe I missed one. Yes, I did. I went straight past it. So let's go back a bit, backtrack a bit. It's down on this little rock jutty here. There it is. That's 6. Go back the way we came now. Always miss one. I'm trying to do it in a way that's easy to remember. Now we go along here and up here. I think this is number 7, isn't it? There it is. That was a critter. Clever monkey. That sound. Number 8 down here. we keep going around the outside of the island. There's number 9. And the 10th one is actually in the island around the caldera of the volcano. So we go up to the middle of the island where the caldera is. And down here. That's the 10th one. If you enjoy the view on each of these, you should be able to get an accolade called the Big Year. Don't ask me what the accolades do. I just go around trying to find them. Now, for more accolades, you can land on this roofer here, and you'll get roofer, Risian roofer, something like that. You can go over to this lighthouse here and land on top of it, and you'll get lightly landing on a lighthouse. So that's 3 accolades so far. You go over to the down here, there's a bonfire. Here it is. Now, it's not lit at the moment, but every now and then a fire will start here, and Risian vacationers will come around, and you get a click button that says party, and you can click on it and you'll get a unauthorized party accolade. There's no way to... I don't know how often the vacationers appear here and start partying, so you'll just have to check it out when you're exploring Risa to see if you get lucky and the vacationers appear and you can join them for a party. That's 4 accolades. There's a 5th one on top of this arch here. A Klingon will appear here, teaching his students the Mokbara Klingon meditation combat technique thing. I don't know how often he appears, but when you're exploring, if you spot him, you can join in with him and get an accolade called Mokbara, which gives you a kind of dance emote that you can do. You've seen Worf do it in The Next Generation. However, you must be careful when you approach him, because sometimes he will tell you, "I will not teach the Mokbar to my enemy." So you won't get the accolade if he says that. I think that only... although I do still think it works on Federation. I can't be certain. I suppose it depends what mood he's in. And there's no way to know when he appears, it's just random, I believe. Maybe every hour, like the party goers. So that would be what, so far we got the bird accolade, the roof accolade, the lighthouse accolade, the party accolade, the Mokbara accolade. That's 5, and now you fly under these arches, and you'll get an accolade to do with your floater about arc flight assist or something. So you fly under all 3 of these arches. So that would be 6 accolades. Now let's go back to the resort. Oh, I've just remembered another. If you start here in this, if you start here and you run across this bridge, you'll get another accolade about bridges. So that would be, what, 7 accolades so far? I also believe the first time you speak to him, if you get close enough, you might get an accolade. But only the first time. And there's another guy like him. All the way back this way. Sometimes they appear here on this beach. That one. So what's that? 9 accolades so far? 9, 10, I've lost count. There's no way for me to remember all the accolades on this character because he's been around for nearly 8 years now. And he's probably got a load that he's forgotten. That I've forgotten all about how to get. I'm just showing you the ones that I have found and can remember. Okay. We land here. And you can see that these guys are looking up at the fireworks. Or they would be if there were fireworks there at the moment. And if you're standing around here for the and you see the fireworks for the first time, you could get an accolade from that. A firework accolade. These accolades don't generally do anything except give you a new title for your character to wear, or open up a new officer assignment or something. They don't usually give much. Also, if you stand here long enough by this vendor, about here, eventually a Klingon male and a Trill female will stand here and start arguing with each other. And if you watch their argument, you'll get an accolade for watching it. Those are the accolades I can remember that you don't have to do anything to get, except just be present. Shall we start with flying high as one of the events? I've already done my daily today, so I won't be getting the ship vouchers. This is the person you talk to get vouchers towards a reputation event project. This is how you get this Rising Corvette ship. You run this project, put in 1,000 tokens, and you will receive the ship. You can earn 40 tokens a day by talking to this person once every 24 hours. If you do flying high, you will get 20... I can never pronounce that. Lolanat favors. But once every 20 hours this changes and becomes 40 vouchers towards the ship. So once every 24 hours you can get 40 vouchers towards your event reputation project. Once every 24 hours. And you'd need 1,000 of these prize vouchers to get the ship. I've already done it today, that's why it's no longer available for 40 of them. Instead it just gives me 20 lol and nat favours. But I'm going to do it anyway, just so you can see me do it. It will start as soon as you equip your floater.
Started. Talk to the Horga'ha collector to participate.
I'm not doing the Horga'ha hunt just yet. But as soon as you activate your floater is when it starts. When flying high starts, and you've got a list of places you can visit. You only need to visit 3 of them. And the arrows on the map will point you to them. So you just follow the arrows on the map until you spot a course to fly. Ah, there's one down there, you see. I don't rush through these because there's no point. You get plenty of time to do them. And these impulse floaters are very fast and not so easy to control. I think the fastest I've done it is about 2 minutes, which is an average time. Between 2 and 3 minutes is a good time. Let's follow the arrows on the map again to find another. There's a list of 4 places to visit to do these flying highs, but you only need to do 3 of them. You get to know which ones are the easiest ones over time. Right, there's one more to find. Let me look for an arrow on the map. There it is. I think the first time you circle this lighthouse, you will get an accolade circling a lighthouse. You don't have to be so accurate following this course either, because it's designed for you to be able to easily complete it, because the game actually wants to give you the ship and make it easy for you. Interesting to note, there's a vacationer who's always standing there, and God knows why. Maybe she gives an accolade when you first land here, I don't know, but it's worth a look. Anyway, once you've done your flying high, there's no need to rush back. You've still got about 6 or 7 minutes left. And if you do need to rush back, because you got distracted before you did the last one, you can just do site-to-site transport and beam to the resort. And you just run to the event coordinator and collect your reward. I didn't get the 40 vouchers because I'd already done that within the last 24 hours. If you haven't got a floater, this guy will sell you them. He can give you a rental floater for 1,000 energy credits that is good enough to last you to do one of these summer event challenges. And once you've done a couple of them, you can get a cheap floater which will do you until you've earned enough lol and nat favours to get a fancy one. Might as well just tell you about over here if you're for new players. this is the vendor on Risa. He sells everything that Risa has. I mean, power boards, same floaters as that guy over there. Power boards are the same that are sold at a vendor over on the pier. Swimwear. I've made a lot of mistakes with swimwear. You've got to be very careful that you select the correct one before you press the buy button, because some are for male, some are for female, and I can't tell you how many female clothing items I've bought for male characters without realising it, and the other way around as well, how many male clothing I bought for females and end up having to sell them on the exchange before I unbox them. But once you bought your clothing, you can just go to the tailor here. And you click either create a new uniform if you've got another slot here, or you can modify your existing one and go to uniforms and select either beachwear separates or just beachwear. This one's, he's wearing separates. And check the price before you press purchase, just in case, you never know. However, sunglasses, you'd have to go to their head and use head attach, I believe it is, or is it eye attach? Let's have a look. Yeah, glasses would be in eye attach. Sunglasses are bought from the GPL store. And he has the GPL store as well. There, sunglasses. One thing to note, you should really put one of these in your inventory, because I've noted a tactic with these events, the races, biathlon and powerboard race. People will tend to pop one of these subspace party flyers off just as the race begins, say 2 seconds before it begins, to try and distract everybody so that they can get a jump on the start of the race, get ahead. So that's why you should have one of these, so you won't get distracted when someone pops one of these off. You won't start dancing, because this stops you from dancing when someone sets off one of these. Yep, people set them off to distract you at the start of a race so they can get ahead of you. Anyway, shall we do the Horga'ha hunt? Since we've got 7 minutes left, I might have enough time to do it. Well, the first one is usually over here. I've got to click I want to hunt Horga'has first.
Welcome
in order
Risa.
to accept the challenge.
Welcome to
Horga'ha hunt
Risa.
pays quite well. Once you've accepted it, little circles will appear on your map here all over the island and arrows pointing to them. And you just collect a Horga'ha. That's one. Follow the arrows. I usually go this way. You can copy my route, it's pretty efficient at getting them quite quickly. There's another circle coming up on it here on the map, and there it is. That's 2 of 10. Next one, I usually head straight up here. I've got the route pretty much down now. I know where to go to collect them quite quickly. Here's the next one. So we might as well just continue on and do the events. Do the challenges. Another one over on this island by the promenade. be down there. Sometimes it appears in different places on this island. You have to go to the centre of the circle to spot it, and sometimes it can be a little hard to spot, especially with my bad eyesight. There it is. Next one, head this way over here. They don't always appear in the same place, but they do appear near to within particular locations, but not always exactly the same place. Excuse me. That's 5. Next one will be over this mound here, down here somewhere. Oops. You always get caught in the trees. There it is. Sometimes it will be here down where this tree is. Anyway, you keep going up, up, up. Follow this ridge all the way to just before you go for the Klingon Mokbara arch. It's just down here. I'm just following the arrows on the map till I come within range of the circle, and then head for the middle of the circle. It's usually pretty accurate. When you get close enough, you'll see it. And then there's one up here somewhere. Up there. There it is. That's 9. One more. I'm overshooting it because this floater can be a little hard to control sometimes. Especially when you bump into trees. Now, I'm in the middle of the circle, but I can't see it. I think it's... that is odd. This is one I don't normally go for in my route. There it is. Yeah. Only took 5 minutes. That took longer than I normally take. But that's because I'm making a video at the same time and it's distracting. Okay, the next event will be the biathlon. So we can either just fly along here, or we can use site-to-site transport to go to Sovak's camp. I think I'll just fly along, since I've got 2 minutes. Here's Sovak's camp. Biathlon will start here in the water. It will appear when the event starts, which is 2 minutes from now. The race course will appear. But since we got 2 minutes to kill, we might as well just head along here. I think you might get an accolade when you first explored this cave. I think it's something to do with standing in here and watching a critter. A feather monkey. But if that accolade, I don't know if that accolade still exists, because if it did, this character got it long ago. This is one of two caves on Risa. This one you can't... The entrance is the same as the exit, meaning there's only one way in and out. I'll show you the other cave later on. But there's a critter there, but the feather monkey usually appears here. You might get an accolade from it, I don't know, if it still exists. You can tell by the sound of my voice that I've been grinding all this quite a lot this year round. Yes, I had to grind up floaters, 10 floaters and 10 power boards for 10 different characters, plus costumes.
Horga'ha hunt is ended. Try again soon.
Yep, Horga'ha hunt. Where are they? Yep, I got my 75 lower net favours for my Horga'ha hunt. Let's put them there for now. Biathlon starts in half a minute. And it usually starts around here. I'm actually wearing my off-duty suit on Risa. I could change to my Risian beachwear outfit. Which is a slave outfit from an original series episode. But I got sick of looking at his hairy chest. And the racecourse has appeared. And I think you'll prefer if I changed back to my off-duty outfit, because nobody wants to look at his hairy chest. Okay, you click Join Biathlon, and then jump on your floater. No, not your floater, your power board, sorry. Now, what I think I will do is move the...
Activating a floater is grounds for immediate disqualification.
Don't do that. What I was going to do was try and move it over here, because I'm going to have to make a quick change at one point in the race. Right. Ah, bummer. The race started, I didn't click on the power board quick enough. I should have switched that floater off straight away and jumped on the power board and then rejoined the race. That was my bad. But artifact scavenger hunt begins in 5 minutes, so we got 5 minutes to kill. And we'll do the biathlon again later. That was my bad. I activated the floater, and I was so busy talking, explaining why I activated the floater, so I could move it over here and press Alt space, press Alt and the 1 key at the same time to make a quick change over from floater to, from powerboard to floater, like, whoops, hang on a minute. See, these impulse ones are very hard to control. I would have flown like that, and I would have made a quick change over by pressing Alt and 1 like that. Because in biathlon you've got to change from powerboard to floater very quickly. And while I was setting that up, I accidentally activated the floater, and got kicked from the race, and I didn't have time to rejoin the race before it began because I was too busy chatting. But we'll come back to biathlon, because they rotate around pretty quick, these events. But in the meantime, while we're waiting for artifact hunt, you don't... Artifact hunt, which is the next one, artifact scavenger hunt. This guy's Sovek. He's the one that gives this challenge. He looks and sounds just like Nagus Rom, even though his name is Sovak. I think it is actually Nagus Rom. He's on vacation from being a Grand Nagus, and he's gone to Risa, and he's using an alias name. It's like, I guess, Donald Trump going to the south of France and spending a couple of weeks there calling himself Bob, so nobody recognises him. I think that's what Nagus Rom has done. Anyway, to accept that mission, Artifact Scavenger, you don't have to actually talk to him to accept it. You can, but you don't have to. You can join it from anywhere in the island. So you don't have to be at his camp to get the mission. But while we're waiting for it to start, here's the other cave. And it will come out where that bridge is that we ran across. You can tell by the sound of my voice that I've been grinding Lolonat favours quite a lot. So I'm understandably a bit burnt out on Risa, because I really threw my teeth into it this year round and sorted out all my alternate characters with vendor stuff. Yep, nervous vacationer. Maybe you should go back. Yeah, maybe you should. Maybe you should go back and talk to your mummy. She'll save you. Let's not make a mistake with this artifact scavenger hunt, because, like we did with Biathlon, doesn't really matter. Is the events, the challenges, they rotate around pretty quick. There are plenty of other accolades that I haven't mentioned that you can find on this island. The only reason I don't know where they are is because I did them years ago when this character was younger, and I've forgotten them since. So I would advise you to run all the paths and hunt up and down and everywhere to find them, because there's accolades all over the place on this. And most of them will give you a new title for your character, but some of them give you other things. Like maybe they'll unlock a duty officer assignment, or give you a little boost to your flight speed, maybe, I don't know. But they're worth checking out, just finding them all. And for new players who are wondering where the bank and the exchange are, they're in this building. Right here, bank and exchange and mail. GPL vendor right here. And you can play Dabo with Lita here. Looks like we've got a few seconds. You can be anywhere in the island to do scavenger hunt, and most things, in fact.
For a limited time only, I will be awarding bonus favors to anyone who comes help me locate temporal artifacts.
Okay, I want to hunt
Say,
temporal
friend,
artifacts.
Can I get your help with something?
Who says I'm your friend? I'll let you be my friend, but it will cost you a brick of latinum. Sun, sand, and scavenging.
There's a bunch of temporally displaced artifacts here on Risa, and I mean to collect them all. With, your help, of course. Partner? Oh, sure, some of these relics are useless junk, but some of them are worth their weight in sweet gold-pressed latinum.
Really? Then why are you paying me net favours when you could be paying me latinum? I'll tell you why. Because you can exchange these for latinum, I think. Anyway,
How
accept.
can I help you today, friend?
Activate your floater. Don't be too close to the ground, because you scan by either pressing that button first time it initiates the scanner, then you move a little, and you don't have to press that button, you can just press the F key, and the direction will point you on the ground. Direction appears on the ground to point you which direction you need to go. But if you're too close to the ground when you hit the F key or hit this button, your floater will deactivate. It's a quick, simple matter just to reactivate it, but still it's annoying. And if you're near trees or uneven terrain, the direction pointer will not appear flat or correctly. Also, you've got to bear in mind that the direction pointer can point you in the wrong direction because your scan can be interfered with by minerals in the rocks and things. Or at least that's my roleplay of it. It's easy to find them. You get plenty of time to do it. I don't usually find one along this river here, so I will just fly straight past that. And down here. Right, it's pointing that way. You get to know the locations eventually of where they tend to spawn, so you can get to them pretty quickly. See, I was too close to the ground there. But I think I'll stay on the ground because I believe I might be near it.
You found it!
Yep,
Quickly,
there it
dig
is.
it up and bring it back to me at my camp.
Common spawn location for it. You don't actually have to bring it back to him at his camp. Once you take the artifact, you can just click on that.
Well done indeed.
And hand it in.
How can I help you today, friend?
Okay. Well, since we've got 10 minutes before the next challenge, which is powerboard race, we might as well do something else in the meantime. So, powerboard race starts at the promenade, which is where you want to be when that starts, but instead of just standing there and waiting for 10 minutes, instead you just go over here and talk to this guy and accept the mission to build a sand castle, which will give you 20 Larnet favours. You can do this whenever you get sort of like a 10-minute gap. Give you an extra 20. What you've got to do once you've accepted the mission is you find a bucket, so you can build your sand castle, and you just follow the directions. Fetch damp sand. This big amount of damp sand will give me 75% of the sand I need. And this little patch will give me the other 25% of the sand that I need. Then I go to my castle, and I think I'll build a peaked keep. Out of the 3 options, I'll choose peaked keep. Next, fetch dry sand. That would be over here. That was a 75% patch. This is a 25% patch. Go back. I think I'll build a peaked wall because I like building tall. Fetch damp sand. Same again. Oh. Hang on a minute. What's this? Got to scare the monkey away. Go away, you. Go away, monkey. Ah! Now get the damp sand. See, we're on a timer on the mission tracker. That's important to note because you don't want to miss the time or you'll fail building your sandcastle. But it doesn't matter if you fail because you can just start again straight away. I think you get 3 attempts before you go on to 50-minute cooldown. Okay, you get lots of accolades for sandcastles. I didn't get time to fetch sticks, but that's only an optional anyway, it doesn't make no difference. If you succeed, however, you go into a 50-minute cooldown. If you don't succeed, I think you get 3 attempts to succeed, if memory serves. And you get all kinds of different accolades from doing this. As you can see, I got one there, and I thought this character had all the accolades for sandcastles, but obviously not. There's still a few more for him to get. Anyway, we still got 7 minutes for the powerboard race. I did come along here. Sometimes you have to collect rocks, these gold little things that are all around these places. Sometimes you need that to build your sandcastle with. Sometimes you need to scare away insects. Sometimes you need to stop water from seeping around it. And sometimes, like this, you get to kick it over. That was fun. Ooh, I can't wait to get that ship. I've got 2 more races to run before I can get it. The Risa Corvette. I'll make a video of it when I get it. I hope. I don't know if I'll be able to do it in a timely fashion, but I will eventually get around to making one. Okay, this is where you buy a power board. If you don't go to the vendor by the transporter at the resort, you can come here and buy your power board. Again, you can get the cheap rental boards. They'll do you for 1 race before they disappear. And if you do, say, get a cheap rental power board and a cheap rental floater, you can do 2 of these events, which will be enough to get you a cheap permanent floater and power board, which will do you until you've saved up enough favours to get the good stuff. Still, we still got 5 minutes left to go, so let's kill some time. For the powerboard race, I believe you're awarded these things. Along with your favours, you're awarded these things. Tropical tags, and you can take them to this guy, the monkey trainer, and you can open up a duty officer assignment to research 6 tags. I can't do it because I haven't got any assignment slots open at the moment. They're all full up with these things, damage assignments for DPS running, which I don't often do these days. But once you've run that assignment and completed it, it takes 20 hours, you will be awarded a little feather monkey. And then you can come back to this guy with your little feather monkey, and you can do assignments that will allow you to raise them until they become a senior feather monkey. There's all different kinds of monkeys. I haven't got a feather monkey on this character, I don't believe, but once you've got your feather monkey pets, you can use them as pets, or you can trade them in for mark packages. And I believe the powerboard race, if memory serves, you get one of these Risian tropical eggs, tropical bird egg, and you can go to this person and do exactly the same as what you do with the monkeys. You can hatch the egg and then do the assignment, do the assignment to hatch the egg. Once the egg is hatched, you've got yourself a pet. And then you can do assignments to raise that pet. During the assignments, when you're raising the pet, in this case birds, you won't have them available as to use as a pet. You can only use them when they're not on assignment. Anyway, looks like we've got 2 minutes. That might just be enough time to show something else. I believe the first time you run across that bridge you get an accolade, but I can't remember what it is. And I believe you get one for jumping off of the other side of this tower thing. This vendor over here, I believe, will give you special rising duty officers. And the one down here, rising in food and drinks. But that successfully killed some time before the powerboard race, and the powerboard race has appeared. The course has appeared. A little trick I used to do with the powerboard race was I'd go up here and look for an instance with the fewest people in it, so that there's less likely to be somebody, and change to that instance, so that there's less likely to be somebody in the race who can beat me. The fewer people, the less likely. But everybody does that trick now, and it doesn't work anymore, because everybody does it now. Which is why when the race begins, which is why when you're in an instance with 2 people and the race begins, suddenly 4 or 5 people suddenly turn up who weren't on this instance when you first beamed in. Anyway, 16 seconds. I'm not going to go full out in this race because I've already done my grind and there's no real need.
The limited time
I'd rather
rewards
show
have
you a
ended.
race
You can still seek out
properly
artifacts,
than,
but only for the standard payout.
Then go all out and risk screwing it up like I did with Biathlon just now. So it's a case of 40 seconds to wait, and then I'll be able to join the race and wait another minute for it to start. I do like what they've done with this map though, with the new lighting. It does give it a... it's a less tropical feel, but nobody wants to sweat in the sun too much. It's more of a nice, comfortable feel. Ha, now we're ready to... oh, the lag. Bit of rubber banding there, but that's mostly the internet. I don't think it's the actual game itself. I think it's the internet lines not working as they should. People always blame the game for lag, 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 when 9 times out of 10 it's your internet company that's to blame for not keeping the lines up, the internet lines up to date. A lot of people use the Future Flyer hoverboard, and if you're lucky you might have it in the promotions tab here to claim on all characters. That's if your character's been around long enough. I mean, I've got it, but I don't tend to use it because everybody uses it and I like to be different. But that would probably be the best floater to use. Sorry, the best powerboard. Did I join the race? Yes, I've often done the race without joining it. Let's not go full out. Let's just make sure we get it done. Some rocks coming up and it's best to go around them. So you can make a good turn for the first jump without and not land on that rock. Well, see. That's why this board is so hard to control, because it always goes off like that. It's too slippery and fast. That's why the Future Flyer is better. I usually miss that one on purpose. And this one. So I can turn. I'm no good at this. But at least I'm not being disqualified this time. Whoa, sometimes you can crash when doing that because you do take full damage.
Grab the flag at the end of the race.
Right, hang on. Whoa, stop. There we go. Now, normally I deactivate the power board when I'm about here and go into and use momentum to sprint me to the flag. So normally about here I deactivate the floater and let running momentum take me to the flag. But I didn't do it that time because my floater is over here. Normally I have it on the Alt 2 key. But because I've finished my grind, I moved them around a bit. So I couldn't just go Alt 5 without counterintuitive to my muscle memory. But that guy still won fair and square anyway. Because I wasn't going full out and he just was better on the day. Now, what I should mention about the powerboard race is if you come first you get an accolade, if you come second you get a different accolade, and if you come third you get a different accolade. The first time you come first, the first time you come second, the first time you come third, each time you'll get a different accolade. The same with biathlon. So the next thing is biathlon. We get to do that. So it's been to Sovak's camp. Or Sovek, or Sovek, or Sovak, or Sovak, whatever you want to call him. But we don't talk to him because he's a greedy little troll. As all Ferengi are. And maybe this time I'll be able to actually do biathlon. I'll move my floater to the right place for a quick changeover. This time it won't be counterintuitive to get on the floater like it was to get off the power board. Counter muscle memory, I mean. Coffee. I hope this video isn't too boring. It's mostly to show people what I do. I'm not perfect. I'm sure other people have got better ways and know more. And also to help new players see somebody who's been around for a while do it. Oh, incidentally, if you want to know how old your character is, you go to Hail Starfleet button, logs, and scroll right down to the bottom where it says welcome to Star Trek Online, and as you can see this character was created 2/6/2012. Now I don't know if that is written in the American way of doing dates or the British way, because if it's the American way then it's February, if it's the British way then it's August. beamed in from another instance, to get an easy win. Don't work no more. Unless it's... depends on the time of day, actually, whether it'll work or not. Oh, took one look at Lexington and thought, nah, he makes videos, I'm not going to go up against him. I'll go to another instance. Nah, I'm making things up. Yeah, sometimes it works changing instances to a lesser populated one, but it depends on the time of day. I mean, if it's prime time it won't work because everybody's changing instances. Right, this time I'll join the race and I won't activate my floater. I'll just sit on my power board until the race is ready to begin. My daily endeavours have come up. I'll take care of them another time. Did I join the race? Yes, I did. 20 seconds to go. I don't think these challenges rotate around in any specific order. I think they come up random. That's why biathlon came up straight after 2 other events instead of after every 4 events. Right, let's go a bit slower this time. I don't mind if that guy wins, I've done my grind. And if he can win, he's entitled to it if he's still grinding away. Turn while flying. Now, when you activate your floater, you can't activate it as soon as you hit the beach. You've got to wait until you're in the shadow. The shadow is the deciding line on whether when you can and can't activate a floater. I usually hit that rock to stop me from overshooting. There's the shadow. Now I can activate it. I didn't do a quick one there, I just wanted to try and show you the best place to activate it. There's a shadow on the beach that marks the cut-off point from when you can activate your floater, and if you activate it before you get to that shadow, that line of shadow, you will be disqualified. So don't activate it as soon as you hit the sand. Wait until you're in the part of the sand that has a shadow over it, a light shadow. And yay, first place, because that guy got disqualified. He must have slipped like it's so easy to do. Don't worry if you get disqualified, because it will come around again very quickly. And everyone gets disqualified from time to time. It doesn't mean you're crap at it, it just means that's just the luck of the draw. Even the highest end super players get disqualified from time to time. So don't feel bad if you keep getting disqualified. It's just part of the fun. It wouldn't be a challenge if you could win every time. So what's the next one? Artifact scavenger hunt again. You see, we haven't done dance off yet. And I would have thought dance off would have been the next one if these came up in order, but they don't. These challenges don't come up in order. They appear randomly. So we've got quite a bit of time to kill before we can do dance off. So I will do scavenger hunt again. But I've got to think of things to do to kill time. I suppose I could build another sandcastle. And we can just one, fly about and have a look until you finish Dance Off, because that will be the last one when I will end the video. I remember when Risa first came out, I believe the powerboard race, you could lose it because one of these little rock piles had an insect nest in it, and it could ruin your powerboard race if you went too close to it. I don't know if that was just my imagination or whether it was something that used to happen. I think it was at some point. Let's go back to that bridge. Oh, I've just remembered another accolade. Go up to the highest peak up here. And you'll get an accolade saying something like climb to the top of the volcano or something like that. Or landed on the peak. Because this is the highest point on the island. What I've always often wondered about this place is down here you get to see Risian vacationers wandering around in the water here picking things up, and I've always wondered why. Is it for a future event, or was it for once for a past event that hasn't been fully removed? They're doing something in the water here. I mean, it's always wise to approach people like this, NPCs like this, just in case there's something they can do. You never know, if it was your first time ever talking to them, you might get an accolade. But in the water here, you sometimes see Risians walking around and bending down and picking something out of the water, like they're looking for seashells or catching fish or something. I've often wondered why.
For a limited time only, I will be awarding bonus favors to anyone who comes help me locate temporal artifacts.
But wouldn't temporal artifact fetch a lot more on the black market than you're offering, dude? Ferengi scum.
Say, friend, can I get you a... There's a bunch of temporally displaced artifacts here on Risa, and I mean to collect them all.
Rom's twin brother.
Your help, of course. Partner.
Actually...
Oh, sure, some of these relics are useless junk, but some of them are worth their weight in sweet gold-pressed latinum.
Actually, he could be Rom's son. I mean, Rom's got a son, Nog, from his first wife. But couldn't he be half Bajoran? I mean, it's been, what, 20 years since Rom became Nagus? It might be old enough. I mean, Star Trek Online is set a little bit after, quite a bit after Deep Space Nine. You never know, he could be part Bajoran. And that's why he looks like Rom.
Say, friend...
Because he follows in his father's footsteps. Anyway, I want to hunt artifacts.
Friend, there's a bunch of temporally... How can I help you today?
Initialize the scanner. Move a little bit, and then search. It says that way. Although there may be a mineral in this rock that's pointing me in the wrong direction, you never know. Sometimes you get to know the spawn points of them. And if you're lucky, you'll be right on top of a spawn point when the event comes up. These rocks seem to have some minerals in them.
You found it! Quickly, dig it up and bring it back to me at my camp.
There you go, I was right on top of a spawn point. Now that I've taken it, I can...
Well
click
done.
on that
Well
and
done
receive my
indeed.
reward.
How can I help you today, friend?
You can get off my island! I like Ferengis. Funniest guys in Star Trek. So, since we've got 13 minutes till dance off, we can go build another sandcastle. See, you get time to get all the favours from the challenges, plus a little extra time to get another 20 favours by building a sandcastle. This bridge over here, running across it gives you an accolade. I think there's another one for flying around its pole. Like, just like going around it 1 or 2 times. I'm not sure though. Memory is difficult after 8 years. Ah, splat. Full damage on Risa, but you never seem to die. Talk to the guy who's obsessed with sandcastles. Fetch damp sand. Woohoo, splash. Hey, I'm getting my shoes wet. This time we'll build a flat keep. Fetch dry sand. It's always good to press the shift key so you can get there in time, because shift key makes you sprint. Flat topped wall. Fetch some rocks. We'll have that one. Oh, what's that? Your structure is sagging. Grab some sticks to prop it up. A little bit of internet lag there. Propped it up with sticks. Get some rocks. There's another one. Oh, and this one spawned back in again, so no, I can't get that one because I already got it. How about this one? Oh, I've got enough rocks. I only needed 2. Ooh, better get there quick. Build flat-topped towers. Optional, get sticks. Sometimes you get denied the optional because the end of the challenge appears before you can have time to do the optional. But when you do get the optional, you get a flag. And then you have to go back and talk to him once you've done the optional. Sometimes he interrupts you before you can get the optional done by giving you the favours early. Yep, I've established my fort with a flag, and this time I can't kick it over because it hasn't appeared. The kick it over button. But that's okay. I'll leave it for the ages. Leave my art there for the ages. Yep, some archaeologist a billion years from now will look at that sandcastle and think, I wonder who made that. They'll probably find it at the bottom of the sea, withstanding all the wetness. Well, we've got 6 minutes to kill before we do the last piece of Rysian fun, the dance off. This is as close to the ship as you can get. I'm not sure what kind of a ship it is because I've deliberately avoided all spoilers about it because I want it to be a surprise when I get it, because it's a ship I've wanted for a while now. I missed out on the Tier 5 Corvette giveaway one summer event ago, a few summer events ago, but I don't need to get it now because they brought out a Tier 6 version and I'm looking forward to it. I just hope it performs. I mean, the people who've already got it seem to be enjoying it. And it does look good. It looks like a hot rod, which appeals to me. Oh, interesting little trick you can do while we're killing time. Fly through here and go high and let go. You can land on the lampshade. And I tried popping off one of them, but it doesn't seem to have the range to reach the floor and make everybody in the room dance, which is... ah. But you can leave that up there and people will wonder, how the hell did somebody get that up there? Play Dabo.
Spin the wheel and win.
We're doing everything, we might as well do a Dabo run. I usually like to go... oh, too late. I missed out on that one. Do the next one.
Spin the wheel and win.
Reset it. Now, I like to number 1 and number 35 and play. That way I get all 3 at the bottom. So it creates a zone on the wheel that will increase my chances of winning. Instead of lots of little zones, one big zone. Two for 550. I paid 1,000 energy credits for 550 latinum. We don't have to worry about that. Now, another interesting note. When you first talk to the dance instructor, your very first time, come to him before you do dance off. Just before you do the dance off, just before dance off is ready to start, you come to the dance instructor here, and instead of going to the dance floor and saying and clicking the I want to dance button, instead you go to the dance instructor and you just talk to him. Go through these. And for doing that, you will get an emote, called a dance emote, a samba. And if you accept the dance off challenge from this guy, and he will have it, it will appear just as the dance off is about to start. If you accept it from this guy, after talking to him, after claiming the samba accolade and emote, and then you do the dance off itself, you will be rewarded with another emote called Advanced Samba. Now, I usually like to stand around here facing the sun so my character's lit up so I can actually see him doing the dances. And I do what most people do, is I bring up the emotes window and then I pin it, stretch it to its maximum, move it up to the side, scroll down to the dances. That way I can easily click them when I need to. For example, one of my favourite dances would be balanced, because it doesn't look very balanced. Yep, the Admiral's going crazy. Had a bit too much party spirit on Risa. Unusual. Inspired by the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Carlton dance. Victory of Sompek, which is coming around again soon, that event. Ah! Splat! Great. So funny. Smooth? Isn't that a Michael Jackson thing? These are the ones you don't normally have if you haven't been around for 8 years like me. Jester.
The limited time rewards have ended. You can still seek out artifacts, but only for the standard payout.
Samba. That's what you get for accepting this event from the dance instructor himself. An advanced Samba. That's what you'll get at the end of the event. Shuffle. I don't know where I got that from, but sometimes he does the splits. There he goes. And Ferengi dance. I got that from when the actor who plays Nog came into the game, and there was a little event going on at the time. But I usually like to start with mix. Just keep myself dancing until the event starts, because you never know, there's one thing you're asked to do right at the beginning that you'll probably miss because it's not announced. And if you're on mixed dance, it might count towards the amount of dances you need to do. Oh, one of my excuse me, one of my endeavours was to play Dabo, and since I did, I got some. Partly completed an endeavour. That was good. That was coincidental. Anyway, how long we got? 8 seconds. I find that the male dance instructor, the one who's coming up in a minute, he seems to be obsessed with dances that begin with R, intersected with the occasional wave your hands. The thing with wave your hands is he always goes woo first before he says it, so you can sometimes click it quicker by listening for the woo rather than for the wave your hands and associating woo with wave your hands. Club
Do
style.
the leg kick.
See, I missed club style because he didn't announce it. He started with leg click, but club style was up there before he said leg click.
Raise the roof.
Raise the roof! Now, if you're doing this dance off a lot, it can get a bit tedious. But I love it. Most people find the grind
Wave your hands.
tedious. But I think I have a thick skin to things like that. the tedium of things, because I don't really go full out on anything.
Do the sidestep.
So I don't get as bored as easily. I'm not in it to get rich, I'm in it to have fun. Get rich in favours.
Do the snake.
Do the snake. Oh, I did the samba by mistake. Snake thing. That's me being dyslexic and not being able to read properly. Dyslexic. Oh.
Woo! Wave your hands.
Don't get me wrong, I can read it, just a bit slower than usual. Wave your hands! Dudes, I'm obsessed with the
Wave your hands.
races that begin with R. With the dances that begin with R. Well, usually he is. He hasn't done one yet. Dudes,
Do the leg kick.
do the leg kick. Kick the person behind you. The heel of your boot right in their place where they don't want to be kicked. Look at the Admiral, he's so cool in
Dance
his
club style.
suit. He looks kind of like, oh, I don't know. I put him in a suit like this because I wanted him to use the Tommy gun.
Do
and
the
look like
running man.
he was a member of the Mafia. Or something like that. The replicated Thompson machine gun.
Woo! Wave your hands.
Because when that Thompson machine gun came out, I went full roleplay character on it. It was great fun.
Do the leg kick.
Do the kick of the leg. That's not a kick. A kick is when you kick forward and do a high kick and go yeehaw. Do the can-can. Yeah, why haven't they got the can-can in this game?
Just dance.
Just dance. That means I can choose anything I want. Zombie. I think that's the Michael Jackson one. From Thriller. Not that that's my kind of music, but still.
Do
Anything
the
you
leg
recognise is
kick.
fun. Do the leg click and the elbow bend.
Do the robot.
He's not obsessing over the ones beginning with R. That's strange, that's unlike him. Hello, dance instructor.
Just dance.
Just dance, what should we do this time? Smooth. When he says just dance, that's your opportunity to select your own dance.
Do the running man.
Oh, Arnold Schwarzenegger, The Running Man. Great movie. I remember it. A lot of you youngsters won't remember that one, but it's a friggin' awesome movie. Low budget Arnold Schwarzenegger when his career first began.
Woo! Wave your hands.
Younger people wouldn't remember it so well.
Do the sidestep.
Sidestep. Which is kind of like Dad at a Disco. Grandpa in his cords with his half-moon pockets, doing the sidestep.
Just dance.
Just dance. The Ferengi! Does the Ferengi for the dance instructor, because I've got him targeted.
Do the leg kick.
Do the raise of the foot. Oh, 20 left to do.
Do the running man.
Do the running man. And hope you survive and get an acquittal.
Do the sidestep.
Dink, donk, dink, donk, dink, bonk. Look at this dance move. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't it cool? I'm Grandpa at the disco.
Raise the roof.
The roof, the roof, the roof is on fire.
Do the snake.
Do you hear the music? I found myself humming that at work. I've been so intensely involved in grinding up favours that I find myself when I'm at work and not
Wave your
playing,
hands.
I'm actually humming the music. It's stuck in my head and I'm thinking, stop with the Risa music, I'm at work, I'm not playing the game. Do 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 do.
Dance club style.
Do, 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 do. It's a sign that I'm playing too much. But I had a major grind to get all my alternate characters sorted out with riser gear.
Just dance.
Let's do the nutty dance, balanced, my favourite. I'm crazy! Look at me on the dance floor, look at me go! Yeah.
Woo! Wave your hands.
Wave your hands. You don't see the Queen waving like this.
Woo! Wave your hands.
Woo! Wave your hands, dudes! Let's smoke some of that illegal stuff, dudes! Let's go party by the bonfire, dudes! Have an illegal
Just dance.
rave. Advanced samba. Cha-cha-cha, cha-cha-cha, cha-cha-cha. 1, 2, cha-cha-cha, 1, 2, cha-cha-cha.
Do the snake.
Do the snake and fart like a rattle. That's a good rattler. Oh god, I'm reduced to making fart jokes. It must be time to end the video soon.
Do the sidestep.
Do the side steps. Jeez.
Do the robot.
Exterminate. You will be assimilated.
Dance club style.
I suppose I'm missing half of them, but I don't really care. I'm just having fun.
Do the robot.
We need an autumn event and a spring event. When one ends, another begins. Hang on a minute, am I doing the wrong dance? How many more? 14. We've got 6 left.
Do the leg kick.
Shouldn't there be a do the kung fu, dudes? Or do the head bang.
Dance club style.
Or do what Tashiar prefers, which is do the android. Don't do the robot, do the android. She did the android.
Just dance.
Just dance the jester. Dink, dink. I saw.
Do the sidestep.
Look at my shoes dance. See that one? See that one? See that one? Lovely shoes. Pointy toes for
Do
great
the
for the leg
side
kick.
step.
Is there no one else dancing with me?
Just dance.
No one but NPCs? Just dance. Oh, look at me and that's smooth. Oh, cool dude. Yeah, he's a member of a boy band.
Do the side step.
One more.
Do the leg kick.
There we go. That's it. Now, while I'm here, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? This is what you get when you find the Klingon who's standing on an arch. The Mokbara. Yeah, that's all you get for talking to him. Although, just for fun, while I'm waiting for the dance contest to begin, I didn't know I had air guitar. That must be something new. I didn't know I had that. I always wanted that and I didn't know I had it. Doing my solo. Although aerobics is looks like a dance and it's pretty fun. Especially if you do it on a female character with a short skirt. You'll see why in a minute. There. Yep, female characters in short skirts shouldn't do that. Accordion, that's a fun one. You can sing a Klingon opera. Anyway, enough
That's
emotes.
all for now. See you again soon.
Yep, and I'll do the same. We'll go back to where we began. This is where we began the video. It's been an hour 40 minutes-ish. And I hope this wasn't too boring. I hope it was informative, maybe even entertaining. Or just satisfy your curiosity at seeing how another player does what you've probably been doing for the last 2 or 3 weeks. So, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all that jazz if you feel like it. And this is Lexington signing off. Thank you for watching. Now I'm going to go and seduce some young female ensigns so they can wake up in the morning with no kidneys and no livers, and the Ferengi will buy them off me and give me some profit. Enjoy your vacation. Bye.